Welcome to our podcast called
Our Sincerest Apologies.
Okay, so first we're gonna start off like an introduction, like what our names are, like where we go to school, our majors, and then we're gonna get into like kind of our hobbies, like our interests, and you guys get to know a little bit about us and like why we started this podcast and where we got the name idea from. So first, my name is Thabi. I go to UFC and I'm a second year chemistry student. And then we have
Sarah. I'm a second year biosci student, but I'm switching into plant biology.
Oh, and I am Julianna, and I'm a second year comms and media studies student. We all go to the University of Calgary. I'm airing us out.
We are currently doing this podcast at a nice, lovely third floor study room.
350A. So
Yes.
If you want to find us, that's where
we're going to be.
I mean, wait, we're switching our locations every day,
yeah,
though.
well,
it has to be a little, treasure hunt.
You know what? For special episodes, we can see what we do because
we'll come up with something. But
something special.
yeah. So first of all, you might be asking like,
What kind of name is
What the
that?
fuck?
Where did you get this name? Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, we talk a lot.
We're actually like certified yappers.
And you know what? I feel like every friend group is like, oh my god, like we're yappers. We yap so much.
No, but, like,
it's
we
actually not okay.
are yappers.
We waste so much time like talking when we could be doing like actually
Like actual school.
So what we're doing is we're making the talking into a useful thing.
And then don't even get us started when we're on FaceTime and we're procrastinating.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
We're like,
Wow.
okay, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm leaving in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like
our conversations are already so interesting, so we're like, why don't we just like record
Air them
those?
out.
right? And I feel like everybody says like, guys, we should make a podcast.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
But another thing is like people actually told like me like to like with
Yeah.
regards to you guys, you should start a podcast.
it's because like we talk about like such deep.
we talk
hitting
about we actually do
topics,
talk
like-
about
We
like really
do,
serious
yeah.
things, but also
And
like really
We're
We're
like, but we're
so
intellectual as
stupid.
hell. No, like
Yeah.
our range. Our range is crazy because we'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, so let's talk about racism in America, and then
We'll
the
be
next
like, is the sky really blue?
Yo, wait, what are you even talking about? We start talking about the next biggest TikTok trend and then
Oh,
go
yeah, we're
straight
like-
into
Yeah.
the fact that we think our lives are
Yeah.
are not failing.
And like another thing we do like a lot is like we say like some things we say are just so random and dumb and like make no sense.
Yeah.
And we always
Yeah.
apologize after.
The quotes that I have saved
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah, like
I
Let's-
cannot.
Sarah, read out one of our
I can't air
quotes.
those out. Okay,
They're,
fine.
they're,
You
some
can
of them
say
are good.
some
Some of them are
of
good.
them.
Most
Okay.
of them are good, guys. We're good people.
but we always say like okay sorry or like sorry,
Yeah.
it's like sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
yeah.
the reason why our
Let's talk
podcast
about why
name
we
is-
need that's why we created our podcast, is because people keep telling us that we should make one. But why we named it that, you're like, what the heck? First of all, like, we're sorry, like, we're so cool. Like, we're sorry that we're much awesomer than any of you guys. And that's for that. Our sincerest apologies.
It's because we always apologize.
Yeah,
Say
like
the
as
most
soon as
out-of-pocket
as
thing.
soon as someone like critiques like not like someone says something back, it's like, hey, like, oh, do you guys want to hang out? And then there's no response. We go, okay, sorry. I'll just I'll just like, okay, it's
5
my
minutes
fault.
later,
It's my
you know
fault
what?
for
That's fine. You know what?
suggesting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's why we called it our sincerest apologies, because we
Mhm.
apologize for the
Yeah.
absolute nonsense that
Yeah.
we're going to be saying
Yeah.
in this
But
podcast.
also,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
also like kind of like
A little passion project.
It is.
yeah, it's just for fun. Like this
It's
is
really
just for
fun.
fun.
And it's
Yeah.
fun getting to like design stuff on like
yeah.
Because like, what do you
Canva and
mean? What do you
everything.
mean? Yeah, I meet up with my friends and I
Mhm.
make a podcast.
And like
so
so
cool.
I'm not even gonna lie, like school is so bad right now.
I don't think you understand. Me and Tabby are in the trenches.
Like we are struggling
In the
real bad.
literal
Academically,
trenches.
mentally, like
I feel
Physically,
like my heart, like,
emotionally.
goes out to you guys.
yeah, and like this is a great way to just kind of like, talk,
de-stress.
rant
Yeah.
a little bit with our friends.
Talk about nonsense.
and
And
then just post
So-
it.
oh yeah,
And
since-
post it online for everyone to see.
and potentially get ourselves canceled. So our sincerest
So you know what,
apologies,
Yeah, our
guys.
sincerest apologies.
And that's why
we're
named
here.
it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys did say I read one quote, and this
Yes.
is a
Yeah.
good quote. It's y'all are pulling my leg. That's really rude. We wouldn't do that. Yeah, because what if you didn't have legs? Sarah Julianna Tabby.
I literally
2025.
don't remember that.
I don't
I'm telling
remember
you,
so
we
many
say
of
we
these.
say stupid stuff, but I can't say half of
Dude,
this.
this is so stupid because it's like it's the worst joke ever to known
Yeah.
to mankind. And we're-
because I can't say
I can
half
assure
of
you-
these.
I can assure
out
you, we
loud.
were cracking up at this.
The problem is
No,
also
it's
we
because
think
it's-
we're so funny.
we are in it back, and I'm like, what the? Like, this is like.
Oh, here we go. Here's one by a friend of ours called Celicia and Tabby. Her mom's brother is my dentist. Why didn't you just say her uncle? So stupid.
Shout out to Lucia.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Lucia.
This was when we accidentally saw her at her ends.
Her
Her ends.
Her
Yeah,
ends.
it was her ends. Like she was like
we happened- we
traumatized when
just
she saw
met
us.
her, like at a coffee shop she always goes to.
Yeah, apparently. And then I saw someone from my OChem lab there. I was like, why am I being haunted? Why am I
Yeah,
being followed?
That's actually like traumatizing.
But
yeah.
so more so on a little bit of about ourselves. So my top 4 is Ratatouille because that's my childhood movie and it's one of the best Disney movies of all kind. It's the best Pixar. So we ran into a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah. So
Um,
basically, we were talking for 15 minutes, like rambling about our letterbox top 4.
Very passionate.
Like
talk.
we were
Very
very
passionate.
into it, and then we
It
realized
cut
that it
off.
wasn't
Yeah.
recording the whole time.
So
So
back-
sorry if this is less passionate.
no, what are you talking about? It's
So-
movies,
It'll still
guys.
be
I'm
passionate.
still
It'll
passionate.
still be passionate.
So I'm gonna start first. Once again, my letterbox is SAH Khalifa KHALIFA, same as my Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, it is in the Instagram bio of mine. So starting off strong, I'll tell you my top 4 letterboxed. We have Ratatouille. It's a classic. It's one of the best Disney films ever made. Don't quote me on that. I actually quote me on that. I will fight you.
Don't
Oh,
quote me.
yeah.
Actually quote me.
Guys, something like kind of like stupid about me is like my hyperfixation or like my special
Are rodents?
interest is Disney. What?
Oh.
Is it rodents?
We'll get into
We'll get
rodents
into
later.
that
What? We can't even do rodents. Oh,
know.
can I make a hockey reference? Are you guys talking about okay, I'll
No,
I'll-
no, make
okay,
it.
sorry.
Like,
Whatever.
You
No,
can
no,
make it
whatever.
if you want.
Whatever,
like,
whatever,
if you
whatever.
want,
Okay,
like,
actually, can I okay, actually, no, I won't go into hockey because I will
Okay, that's-
I will back
If
to my
Sarah goes in,
letterbox.
if Sarah
If she goes into hockey, like it's
like,
that's
we're
a
gonna stay here
podcast
for a
in-
long.
Yo!
That's a podcast in itself. You should start a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
so that I could be canceled.
go ahead on go
Okay,
ahead.
my top 4. So
Okay.
Ratatouille, once again, as I told you, one of the best. Have you heard the soundtrack? It won an Oscar. Ratatouille, it literally has a full dedicated park well, not park, but like a section in Disneyland Paris, and it has a full ride in Disney World. So just putting it out there. Then we have Game Night. If you guys want to know the story behind why Game Night is so significant to me, follow my letterboxd.
Always plugging the letterbox.
Then we have The Nightmare Before Christmas because once again, goated soundtrack, goated songs. Danny Elfman ate with that. I have it on vinyl. Thank you, Julianna. And then La La
I
Land.
forgot I gave it to you.
La La Land. Holds a very special place in my heart because of when I had a mental breakdown and I chopped my hair off.
That's the kind of like reaction that movie provokes.
But it's such a good one.
It's so good.
It's
So good.
Okay, so my letterboxd, first Interstellar, obviously. I mean, like if you've watched the movie,
Christopher
you know
Nolan eats
he
with
knows
his
how to
movies.
direct.
Yeah,
He,
I'm
like,
so excited for the Odyssey.
I'm so excited.
Have you seen
like,
the promo pictures they've already
I've
started
seen,
putting out?
and then I
Tom
fell
Holland
asleep
looks
to watching
good.
like the Odyssey like explained, like
Yeah.
the actual original story. I fell asleep
Yeah.
to that.
Oh,
That was
It's boring as fuck.
It was like the guy is just wanted to go home. Like it was
Damn.
just talking
Yeah.
about how his
is
journey
it
to get
ancient
home.
Greek?
Ancient
Okay,
Greek.
cool.
It was like after the Trojan War. A
a
guy who like whatever fought. He just wanted to go
Yeah.
home.
Oh, that reminds me of Gladiator 2. Well,
Yeah.
because it's also Greek. Gladiator 2 was good.
Yeah. And then I have Get Out because I
yeah.
mean,
Jordan Peele.
like everything makes sense after watching the movie.
Yeah.
Like the whole Get Out. Like we're in the post Get Out era. Like if you really think about like some relationships.
I've never
like,
seen Get Out,
like,
but
Seriously?
you've
Yeah.
never seen it?
I made
This-
remember
I don't really watch horror, not because
No,
I
but it's-
don't
it's
like
not
it,
even,
but because
like,
I never
horror.
like.
It's political in its own
Oh, it is.
aspect,
And it like
and
once,
it tells you
yeah.
a lot about like
And you start getting the references once
Yeah.
people said it.
Yeah.
Like Amy's brother kept saying like because I invited her over for dinner this one time. She goes, "Are you?" He's like, "Are you sure it's not a Get Out situation?"
like you
Oh
you
yeah, I
know,
remember that.
like when people say like a Get Out whatever, like
Yeah.
you understand.
Yeah.
I get it
You get
because I'm up with the culture, the pop culture.
Oh my
she's with
God.
the kids. She
She's
knows
with-
what
she's with the
they're-
kids.
She knows
I
what
know,
they
She's with the
I
bo-
know what the kids are saying these days.
And then I have The Princess Bride. It's a classic. It's like
Your Princess
It's-
Bride socks.
I-
We can't
I
forget
mean,
to mention
like,
those.
How
I
and how did
literally-
you make friends
I
first
literally
year?
would tell people like, "Do you want
There
to
we
see my
go.
socks?" I would
That's
say
cr-
it
if someone told me that,
at
I'd
any
be like,
party.
yeah, okay.
At any party, I'll be like, "Yo, wait, do you want to see my socks? Do you want to see my socks?" And like
At a
they would,
party,
like,
people
they
will
would
fuck
pull
with
it up
that.
for me, like, oh my gosh, like this is.
People will
It's
pull
so
it up for
Yeah.
you.
You know what? I always Stampede. They always sell like
Characters,
like
like,
funky
movie
socks.
$30, I think.
They're
I
so
got them in
expensive.
Cross Iron, like they have the
Yeah,
soft.
that one store. It's
store.
really expensive.
Yeah, but I was like the princess.
No,
They
Princess
look
Bride.
really good,
They're
and you should
so-
get more like
I need to
from
get
different
more.
movies. You should get Get Out socks.
I should.
You should get
I really
Interstellar
should.
socks,
I
bro.
should get all
Yeah.
of And then lastly, I have To Kill a Mockingbird. However, like it's between that movie and Legally Blonde.
Legally
Legally Blonde.
We can talk about
We can talk about Legally
Okay,
Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
This is like
Peak
film of like chick flick of like
Oh,
girl
it
boss
is.
of
Oh,
like
it's
and
so
it's like
good.
you think that like watching it in the year of the big 25, you'd be like, oh my god, like this movie is from like what, like 1998, and you're like, wow, this is probably so like dated and blah blah blah, and probably super like white feminist. No,
It isn't.
it's like
it really
the
isn't.
it's the perfect film
It's
because
not
it never gets
problematic.
old. It never gets
It really
old.
doesn't.
Yeah.
And it also puts in a reminder because sometimes growing up, you like wanted to deny your like being like
But
feminine
Yes.
and like
girly.
liking
my
pink
God,
and
yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
But the minute I watched Legally Blonde, I was like, wait, like you can be pretty and be
Mhm.
super
And
smart.
I loved the fact that she didn't go back to Warner like after.
Oh,
after
yeah.
that, he was like, oh, like now that he sees she's like smart
Yeah.
and successful,
Mhm.
he's like, you know what?
Yes.
Like I
I
realized
changed my
like, blah, blah,
mind.
blah.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you think I'm
Okay.
gonna make it anywhere being
Yeah.
your like fiance?
No.
Like
So
I'm gonna
Jennifer
make
Jennifer
partner?
Jennifer
Coolidge in that
oh,
movie is so good.
So
But
funny.
also, I know you guys haven't seen it, but I just watched the pro shot of the Legally Blonde musical, and it was
Ooh.
so good. Like the
Ooh.
songs in that musical, I don't know. You guys just have to watch it.
I do need to.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
songs in that
so
musical
good.
are so amazing, and like they hit hard, like talking about
Seriously?
like all of like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
those
And I
situations.
recently watched Mamma Mia, and like
Okay,
it
I'm gonna
was-
talk about Mamma Mia in a
God.
second. I'll
Okay,
talk about
we
Mamma
will-
Mia in a second.
I guess we'll get.
we'll get
Yeah.
there. We'll get there.
We'll talk about La La Land first.
We'll talk about
Okay,
okay,
that's
so
your number one.
Here's my top 4. So basically, like I'm gonna preface this by saying, like
I'm
not a
Sarah and
cinephile.
Tabby are cinephiles. Cinephiles?
Cinephiles.
Cinephiles.
Except we haven't seen all
Some
of the
classics.
Yeah.
But I feel like I
We
have
love
to
movies.
because that's like old
Oh,
Hollywood
yeah.
films is like
Have you watched
Mm.
Singing in the Rain?
I
That's one of the
Maybe.
most
I think we
classic
have-
musicals.
I don't really-
Debbie Reynolds ate in that movie.
I
Oh,
know
she's
I've seen-
beautiful.
I know I've seen like a lot of like old like films. Like,
Oh, yeah.
old, like,
I think the
because
most I want
used to be babysat by like really old like couples.
Oh, that
So
eats.
obviously
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
introduced to like everything, right?
Yeah.
My dad grew up in Scotland, so he grew up with a lot of like Western European films.
Mhm.
So like Sound of Music, like randomly this
Yeah.
one time in the car, he just started playing Edelweiss. No, not Edelweiss. It was the Do a dear, and he just randomly started. Yeah, he just started
Yeah.
playing it out of nowhere, and it was just like we were just singing along to it.
I
Or
I
a
watched The Sound of
spoonful of
Music.
Sugar helps. That's Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Julie Andrews 8.
Julie Andrews.
Julie
is
Julie
just,
Andrews
It's
is
Julie
just
Andrews.
Julie Andrews.
But
Like
also Dick Van Dyke for being like 100 something years old, and the way that he like have you seen him performing at like 99 years old? He moves
my
better than he
God.
did when he was like 20. It's crazy. Dick Van Dyke.
people have to get such good health for that.
Since we're on the theme of like movies,
I watched Anora. I don't think it
I
should
need
have
to
won
watch-
Best Picture.
I need to watch it to make
There
my
was-
I
judgment.
did like when I think of Best Picture,
Like listen,
that wasn't
Oppenheimer
the-
won last year.
yeah,
Comparing it to Anora, like, okay, I know it's a win for indie films. Go indie films. I'm
That's
a,
cool.
I'm
I
a
thought
fan
that
of
was
indie
cool.
films. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it was like she lacked writing. Like the
Mhm.
character
Yeah.
herself, it was like, and don't get me wrong, Mikey Madison, yeah, she deserved the Oscar. Honestly,
Yeah.
she ate like with her role. She did
Mhm.
amazing.
I haven't seen Anora, but like looking at like clips of her from Anora, and then looking at clips of like
Or
her,
it's
it's
so
funny
funny
because
It's
it's
so,
like she'll be,
especially
like,
how
it's
most
so
of
different.
it is improv, and it felt so natural.
So cool.
But other than that, it's just like it didn't hit
I
as
don't know.
hard. Like I
Oscars
don't
this
know.
year wasn't like oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
Oscar. Yeah, and also wait, who's the guy who won like the best actor? What's his name?
Adrian Brody talking nonsense
first of
for
all, I
6
feel like
minutes.
I can't even say anything about like him as an actor because I need to watch his films
The,
first.
what
'Cause
was
I
it? The
think
pianist?
the pianist or whatever.
That's the one that's really
People
good.
say
That
that's really
yeah.
good.
The penis.
The penis.
I knew you were gonna clock
Exactly. I
As
wanted
As
to
a
see
music
it.
person, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear that word so
I know,
much.
it's so
Yeah.
funny.
I hear that
I
word
wanted
so
to-
much, like
It's
inquire.
like the same. It's like the same, quite literally, as being in a bio class and someone saying orgasm instead of organism.
I
And
remember
what just
Aiden-
happened,
It's
by the
funny
way?
because the actual like correct, you pronounced it right. The correct pronunciation of penis is penis.
Yeah,
like
Oh.
like you don't say
that, but-
pianist.
I was
no.
right.
You don't
so
say
why?
pianist. It's
so why?
penis.
So you laugh because it's just penis.
It sounds like
It's
penis.
just a joke.
And like, bro, I
Yeah.
hear it so often, and it like it really takes all of me.
But
To
I do
contain
want to
myself.
watch that film because
Yeah.
like people say like he acted really good. in
Yeah.
it. But like, what did he win for this?
The
Oscar?
Brutalist, which by the way had AI enhancement.
Yeah.
I'm
okay,
sorry,
for the-
Sebastian Stan should have won. I know
I-
Sebastian Stan as an actor. I know
Or-
I didn't
okay,
like watch
literally,
the things,
Timothée
but
Chalamet.
oh yeah,
I like.
He
was-
should have,
he should-
bro.
I-
He should have
I
won
expected him to
something.
win something,
Timothy
honestly.
Chalamet,
Timothy
like,
Chalamet,
he's
his
there.
his
His
thing is
speech-
stacked.
And also,
Like, his-
I really don't understand why people were like criticizing him for the speech he made at like the essay.
No, I
like,
love
Suicide
that.
Awards.
I love that. And
Remember
you know
he
what?
was like,
I
I'm
want to
inspired
achieve
by the
great.
greatest.
Yeah,
Like I still want to get better. I'm not saying this
yeah.
like award doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But, like,
But I also want
obviously
to.
like,
I want to achieve
And I
greater.
was like,
yeah.
that's.
I
such a-
like
That's
Timothy
such a
Chalamet.
beautiful way
Yeah.
of
And people
yeah.
were like, oh, like he's ungrateful. Like
Shut
No,
up. People
because,
will
like,
just
who
hate on
doesn't-
anything.
yeah.
literally.
Because who doesn't want to achieve greatness
Everyone
and
does.
keep
Mm.
going
Mhm.
forward? In
No,
life?
yeah, because he said I want to be one of the greats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I think he's on his way. I think he's
Yeah.
on his way.
Honestly, like at his age,
Yeah.
and he's like one of the youngest, like because he was like up against like what is that Brody guy? or
Yeah,
whatever,
Adrian
like,
Brody.
He would have been the youngest then if he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Because Adrian's the youngest who's won like best actor.
Yeah.
So I guess people always pit them
Yeah.
against each other.
Makes sense.
But-
Okay. So, if you
always
guys
talk so
forgot,
much
if
before
you,
we get
if
to
you
that.
guys forgot, we're still doing Letterboxd top 4.
We go 3 Oscars from La La Land, which, by the way,
Okay.
wait, it was Moonlight
was
that won
Moonlight
that.
that was
Oh,
year.
that was like
that was
crazy. And I know
Sure,
everybody's
I
like that was
remembered it.
crazy, but that was
Because
crazy.
Emma
That was
Emma
crazy.
Stone.
Oh my god.
Emma Stone in La La Land tugged
She
at
won
your
Best
heart.
Actress though.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
but also
tugs on
Moonlight
your
was
heart.
like
I did not see.
I haven't watched
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
I have to go
It's
see
such-
it.
It's such a good like.
Marshala
Wow.
Ali. I know I butchered his name because I'm also trying to.
Mashallah.
Yo, shut up.
My Shayla.
My... Yo. Okay, so I think that we need to preface that I want to apologize for Julianna's pronunciation of
Okay.
like Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, Inshallah,
Inshallah.
Mashallah,
Mashallah.
because the way Juliana says
You
it,
said it worse though. Like
Yeah.
you said it like Michelle.
Michelle.
No, okay,
Like-
guys, I have to tell you, I've told this like to so many people, but the reason I said inshallah that one day is because I don't know if you guys have seen like you guys like the listeners, but like there's this like TikTok of this like white lady in California, and she's like a converted Muslim, and she's just like recording herself. She's being like, "Does anyone know who can do hair in San Diego tomorrow? Inshallah."
Okay, why are you making fun of her?
No, I just thought it was so cute, and I was like, I'm gonna say it like that. Anyways, Letterboxd.
Mamma Mia.
Letterboxd. Mamma Mia.
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't even watched.
I've
the
only
first one.
every time I try to watch the
I
second
think
one,
I'm-
something happens,
I
and I
think
can't
might have
watch
watched
Is
the
it
second
same,
one.
It's not the same actors, right? Or is it?
It's like
It
different.
kind of is
Bro,
because it's a prequel.
Spoilers,
almost.
but not really.
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
No, like is
Don't
the
say
actor
anything.
Of,
Don't
won't
say
say
anything.
Is
it.
that the girl Sophie? Is that her name?
Yeah,
Sophie?
Sophie. Amanda
Is
say.
it the same?
Amanda, wait, sorry, little preface. Have you
Amanda-
guys seen her like Joni Mitchell, California? It tickles me. It tickles me in a way.
She has such a good voice.
Yeah.
But people, you know what? What I don't like is that people are like, she should have been Glinda, because she shouldn't have. Glinda is theatrical and like opera style,
Yeah.
and she sings like Joni Mitchell. She sings like that kind of style.
She
you
ate-
know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. Another thing about Mamma Mia is I hate the fact that people talk about like ABBA songs and they're like, I love Mamma Mia. Like, come on.
No, different,
Give
different
their-
thing.
Give
different thing.
kudos
Different thing.
to the original
Different thing.
creators,
I literally
which is
didn't
ABBA.
realize that Mamma Mia was like in like
All
music.
ABBA?
I
All
just
ABBA?
knew
ABBA.
I knew ABBA.
Like
just
about
naturally.
Mamma Mia. Like genuinely, when I watched that musical on my laptop when I was
You know
like
what?
in
Wait, so
grade
now
11,
it makes sense why people know like so many ABBA songs. It's not because they know ABBA. It's because
they know Mamma Mia.
And I'm listening to it being like, oh my gosh, ABBA, like
Yeah,
like-
no, exactly. Yeah.
damn.
No, that movie changed my life. I
Catch
honestly-
us, guys. 1 year, one podcast episode. Maybe we'll be.
It's a
on the
musical
beach.
episode.
Oh no, I'm not going. I'm not going in that direction at all. I can't sing, bro.
like watching the musical or like
no, like we're being
at
music.
in Greece?
Oh no.
In an island.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was
yeah.
trying to say. Where
Oh.
catch us
No,
filming
I
a
was
podcast
thinking
episode
we
in
would
Greece or
start singing.
Croatia or something.
No, I
We'd start
cannot
singing
sing
and make
I
a
cannot
musical.
sing. No, I don't
No.
think that's a good idea.
Once again, Sarah has no artistic talent. Nothing at all. To be honest with you, I don't even think I have scientific talent. I am useless. I am
seriously, I provide no
useless.
value.
I have no, you know that one Pride and Prejudice quote? Yeah, that's me. That's me.
No
I have
prospects?
no prospects.
No bitches, no money.
Yeah.
Also, I refuse to watch Pride and Prejudice until I read
the book.
But I can't understand like how to read. I
Isn't
can't.
that by Jane Austen?
Reading
It's by Jane
classics
Austen.
is
It's
hard,
so
and
hard
I'm
to
tired
read.
of people
First-
pretending that it's not.
Another
I'm tired of people
Cilicia
being
mention.
like,
like just
it's like
do it.
it's
like
no,
I've been
no,
reading
no.
classics since I
You
was
need to
out of the
learn
womb.
how to read, like,
Yeah.
because it's like if they were, because we were talking
It's
about
important to know how
if
to read
they
classics.
if
though,
they
yeah.
were trying to read books like now, like authors or like
Yeah,
people from that
yeah.
time
Mhm.
were reading
Yeah.
things that we say now, they would be so
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
confused.
Another Cilicia mentioned for one of her birthdays. She loves Pride and Prejudice. I
Mhm.
got her a book, like it's the Pride and Prejudice
Mhm.
book, but every
Ooh.
time they mention like food or something, there's a recipe.
Oh my god,
They should do
Yeah.
that for like
everything.
But no,
For,
and
like,
then there's a different.
everything.
Listen, then there's a different way because you know how apparently there's like letters from Mr. Darcy or something.
yeah.
yeah.
Along the lines of that, there's like actual letters, like they like, and then you
I need to
open the
watch that movie.
envelope and then you like
Mm.
can read it. So
Damn.
there it was either between that or
Wow.
cooking, but she likes.
I just know
cooking
like
more.
the finger like twitch whatever thing that he
Yeah,
does.
because it was mentioned in Bridgerton.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Have you watched
I have
Bridgerton?
to
like
watch
such
Bridgerton.
a-
I have to continue Bridgerton. I've
Bridgerton,
only watched the
everyone-
first season.
You know what?
Everyone
Queen
who's
Charlotte is
listening-
better.
Everyone who's listening, skip the first season, don't watch the third, watch the second.
What are you
Literally-
talking about? First still eats as well.
No, but like if
Daphne,
you just wanted to
Hello.
watch
Oh
like
yeah.
like
You
Bridgerton,
want
like
a
really
good enemies to lovers.
second season is peak.
It is.
Is peak.
It
and
actually
then
is.
Queen Charlotte. Oh my gosh.
I sobbed my
That-
eyes out. You'd love that, Juliana.
Okay, I'll.
Okay, anyway,
consider it.
sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh, okay. So third movie, actually, yeah. Third
Yeah.
movie. I love Tangled so much.
Tangled is so good.
I
Tangled is really good.
Tangled. I should have been number one, just because not because it's good, like good. I mean, it's a good movie. Tangled is a good
Such
movie.
a good
It is,
movie.
But it's honestly like I think, and I'm not even like exaggerating. I'm gonna be so cringe, but I actually think that Tangled like made me the person I am today.
100%.
like,
you
I saw
resonate-
that
yeah.
woman and I was like, I think I like went to Tangled the day it was released. It was like something 2010, and I was there with
It
my
was-
best
can you
friend
believe-
at the time.
Can you believe it was released the same year as Frozen? And like
No, it
some-
wasn't.
Frozen,
Frozen
was
was
released.
released in 2013.
It was 2013, not 2010.
yeah,
Sorry, it's because some people bring up Tangled and
and compared to Frozen.
and
That's
Frozen.
not
Yeah.
fair.
Who did
Frozen.
I watch Frozen with? I think it was Juicy, and we kept eating popcorn.
Aww.
No, that was when we watched Moana together. No, Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, that
there
was
was
another
two,
thing.
There was like two instances we were just being
Yeah.
like,
But
Wreck-It
yeah,
Ralph 2,
something.
my birthday, and then the lady turned and goes, "You guys shouldn't be
Remember
that
that?
loud."
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
my
but
God.
I was sitting beside Emma. Me and Emma did not care.
Shout out Emma. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Tangled, bro. Like genuinely, like every single song, every single like
oh yeah.
Mhm.
that scene, bro. The scene that changed me. That scene where they're like stuck like under the water, and she had to like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to let them go out, and her hair is glowing, and it like illuminates everything. That scene, bro. Have you? Tabby's acting like she's never seen
I've
Tangled.
watched like half of it. I think.
Wow, you need to.
I don't know
You need
if
to
I've
lock
watched
in.
There was a
everything.
time I don't think you watched Alice in Wonderland
I don't think I watched.
I watched
it
Through the Looking
either.
Glass.
through the Looking Glass.
You know what I
But I
watched,
haven't
Sarah?
watched the first one.
I
for some
watched
reason.
the Hello Kitty version of Alice in
Me
Wonderland.
too.
Yeah,
I was the biggest
Hello Kitty movie,
fan,
like yeah.
to the point where like my room was all decked out in Hello Kitty stuff. From
My
Dubai.
mom loved Hello Kitty, and so like she would buy. us
There's a
Hello
thing
Kitty.
between
Like,
immigrant ethnic
moms and
moms
Hello
and liking
Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Can you not
like-
relate? No.
I don't know.
I
My
really-
mom loved
I
Hello
don't know.
Kitty.
My mom, like literally everything in our house was Hello Kitty. It was not okay. And at one
Mine
point, you get
was
to the
just-
age. Sorry.
Sorry, continue.
Well, you get to the age where you're like, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but my mom, it's okay.
Yeah.
What were you
I don't
saying?
know. My mom just loves like Avengers and everything Marvel.
Oh, I
like
love.
she's like watched everything. Like that's just been our house. Action movies and sitcoms. I've watched literally so many sitcoms. That was my childhood.
I grew up watching a lot of those raunchy movies, like those like comedy 80 movies, where if you were to make the same jokes now in 2025, it
Yeah.
would not.
I like that.
You would
but,
get
like,
canceled.
2000s version of it. Like
Oh,
2000s jokes
Early
were so
2K,
hype. Like
so
like,
good.
so good.
But like Airplane, for example, or like See No Evil, Hear No Evil. God damn, they're so. Gene Wilder is a crazy actor sometimes. I'm sorry, I had to say that. That's the original Willy Wonka.
oh,
Insane guy. Insane guy.
you know what? I should have put for 4 like High School Musical 3. That movie.
It's like catching lightning.
Can I tell you guys actually something? I
You've never-
watched
I was
High
gonna
School.
say
No,
this.
no, I watched High School Musical 3 before I watched 1 and 2.
That's okay.
And
That's
I don't
okay
know,
because
and
it's
it was
the best one.
And it was like on Netflix. It was the first one that I watched and stuff. But no, I watched Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure before.
Me too,
Oh my gosh,
Before
yeah,
I watched
yeah,
High
yeah.
School Musical.
Actually,
Oh,
I have
I
the
can't
so
remember
good. It was so
which
good.
order I watched, but I just know like
Sharpay.
that
Can we
was
talk
like
about that scene of
8.
Troy and Gabriella like on the roof dancing and
Oh
like
yeah.
bro.
everything about High School Musical.
That
Kenny
scene
Ortega
changed
was
me.
like, "Yo,
Kenny Ortega's so
guys,
good.
I'm gonna change lives. I'm gonna change
He
lives."
did. He did
and he
change
did.
lives.
And he did.
And he
did.
did. Okay. And then my fourth movie, I had to choose a fourth, but I honestly only really have 3. But if I were to say like my fourth like favorite movie, it's But I'm a Cheerleader. It's from 1999 and it's about this girl. It's like kind of niche.
That's
I'm like-
cute.
I'm like-
Everyone loves a
I'm like-
niche movie.
Yeah, right? Anyway, it's about this girl who's like super like popular and pretty and perfect and
Yeah.
cheerleader, but she's gay. She's
Okay. She's.
and it's still recording. And then she goes to conversion therapy.
Whoa! I did
But it's
not
so
expect.
funny. It's such a funny film, and RuPaul is in it, and he tried, and everybody like at the conversion place is
RR?
gay, like and
Oh my
obviously gay,
gosh.
but they're trying to be like I'm straight.
RuPaul is so.
and RuPaul is
RuPaul
so
is
funny
RR?
in that movie.
RR.
Such a the children are our future. Teach
now-
them well,
and
and
now
they will
when he's
steal
doing
your
that,
purse.
now it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children
I
is?
saw that. Is he switched to is
instead of R.
Okay, but yeah,
RR?
like that film is so fun. I just like it because it's so funny. Like it's like gay people trying to be straight, and they're like if it's RuPaul being like, "Yeah, guys, I'm gonna teach you how to cut some lumber," and blah 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 blah.
Oh.
And it's actually so funny.
Okay, so we did our good top 4 letterbox. We're going to do the most listened to artist. My most listened to artist of 2024 was Tyler the Creator,
Yes.
which by the way, I saw him live. In
case you guys didn't
in
know.
4K.
Just in case, like,
And just in case you didn't know, my absolute favorite artist of all time, I do have one regret, and it was not getting pit tickets. I regret it.
Really?
I regret not getting pit
Mm.
tickets.
Would
but-
it have made like a dent in your wallet though?
Nope,
Damn.
not really. Would have been only like $100 more.
Oh.
Yeah. I regret, and honestly, I would have gone in the VIP package as well. I also spent an arm and a leg on my merch, and we're not going to talk
But
about
that's
how much I
okay,
spent.
honestly. I think if you go to a concert like that,
Yeah,
you should get
it was
merch,
also
yeah.
the Tyler the Creator. I don't know what to tell you. I
That's-
loved
yeah.
anybody that hates Chromacopia. Forced hate, guys.
Mm.
Literal forced hate.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Tabby.
Oh, I also use Apple Music. So sometimes they're gonna make
she's
fun
a little
of me
bit
for it.
she's a little bit like I like Spotify Wrapped where the day comes out and we're like, guys, what's your Spotify Wrapped? And Sarah's like, I didn't get it Spotify.
Yep,
Wrapped."
I did get
Yeah.
Apple Music Wrapped. So
That's Apple Music trying so hard to be Spotify.
honestly,
Like honestly,
like
'cause,
you guys,
like you guys
and-
just
Wow.
got,
okay, see,
Literally.
see.
yeah.
You know, it was made by an intern.
I
Yeah.
love interns for that. I love interns.
So what's
Okay.
your top listened to artists of 2024,
I
Tabby?
honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Brent Fayez.
I think it was.
Ah.
So my top artist of 2024 was Chapel Roan because when she
Ooh.
released Good Luck
Oh,
Babe,
you have her hair now.
I have her hair. I didn't notice it. Well, like, I dyed my hair red because I was like, let me do a change, and I didn't notice it because when I got it dyed, it was straight, and so I was like, that's a moment. Like, I wonder how it's gonna look when it was curly. And then I like washed my hair, and I was like, looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh my god, I did something interesting to myself. But like, okay, so my top artist was Chapel Roan, and I think it was because when Good Luck Babe came out, I streamed it like literally the whole day. Oh my god, The Giver. Have you listened to The Giver?
No, but you keep sending messages about it in
She
the group
gets the
chat.
job done,
Okay,
na,
something about
na,
Julianna
na,
is
na,
she
na,
will
na,
always be
na,
singing,
na, na,
unfortunately.
na,
Maybe
na,
fortunately.
na, na,
But
na,
as of right now, it's
na, na,
unfortunately for
na.
us.
I literally, if you look at my earbuds, I've streamed that song I think like 100 times today. It's so good.
Now current read book. So since it's Ramadan, I haven't been reading. I actually I had to hold off on reading Twisted Hate. I was halfway through it. I'm like 49% through it. Follow me on Goodreads.
Oh yeah, follow us on Goodreads.
I was halfway through it, and then I'm like, it's Ramadan. I shouldn't be reading this. So what's my current read? The textbooks from my class, which is my CMMB and ecology one, and then the Quran.
Okay.
So
Well, mine. Okay, actually, you know what? I had the biggest like reading like slump like entire 2024. Like I did not read a single book.
Yeah, me too.
And the only book we read was like the one we needed to read for like our book review.
Where Things Fall Apart.
Yeah, in African Studies.
Oh,
and
so
that was
good.
the
It's actually a
only-
good book.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
But I've so far read 3 books this year, so I'm like making progress.
That's good.
Yes. But the book that I'm like trying to get into, like read, is The Rom-Comers by Catherine Senner.
Oh, I saw that on
But-
your Goodreads.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I haven't started
Yeah.
reading
But you
because I don't know if
want
that's the
to.
book that I want to read
Yeah.
right now. I like to
Mhm.
buy a bunch of books just so that I know they're there.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because it's like a comfort thing. Of
yeah,
like, even if I don't read right now, like I have books
Yeah.
to read.
yeah.
And then
And then also like you don't have to
Yeah.
wait for the anticipation of like buying it on Amazon and then
Yeah.
waiting for it to come, and then it's like when you really
you
just want to
just-
read it
I
now.
have so many unread books.
Me
right
too.
now, but I'm getting a Kindle.
And
Yeah.
finally, you really have to read Daisy Jones and the Six. So that's
She-
just my
every time I
personal
talk about
Yeah,
opinion.
books,
every
like,
time every time one of
she
us
will
talks about
always-
books,
she will
she'll
always-
always bring it up.
Well, have you watched the series on Prime?
Of course she did. Look at her.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Was it good?
It
Was
was
it-
incredible?
Was it like comparable to the book?
Well, the book is always better than the movie.
Well, yeah,
as
but
they
like, was
say,
it like
But
good?
it was very good.
Wasn't there a case one time where that wasn't the case?
That's
like-
always the case unless the book was made after the movie. Then it was like
Okay,
it's like,
actually,
what
no. The
hell?
case where the movie was just as good as the book is like the Divergent series or
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Well,
But-
okay, I can't talk because I haven't read Hunger Games.
I haven't read,
Hunger
but like
Games.
that was.
But
okay,
my
first
sister
of
is
all-
reading them and she says they're
Yeah.
so much better though.
Hunger
book?
Games
Yeah.
is so
Well,
good.
I guess that makes sense, but like if you just see how it's
Yeah.
even filmed, people say it's like pretty good.
I
What
love
book
the
are
Hunger
you
Games, bro.
reading?
I am not reading anything right now, but I'm hoping to read. Last week I went to the library and I picked up a couple of books that are like random
Ooh.
books.
Wow, you are so much better than
So-
us.
Well,
We-
that's
I don't
my
wanna buy
hobby.
a
My
book.
hobby is.
I
to
just don't
buy.
want to buy
I
books.
love not to buy, but like to collect books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my hobby.
I don't like doing that. I'd rather just like go to the library and get it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, you also have another thing is she actually has a job. We're jobless.
oh yeah, but my bank account looks jobless right now. So
I mean, when I like started babysitting, like when I was babysitting like 2 years ago, the
Yeah.
only thing I spent money was on
Books.
books. Like I
Me
bought
too.
25 books
Me with manga.
Oh,
that
25
was
books.
like grade
in
11, right?
In grade
Oh,
11,
yeah,
like
that
grade
Grade
phase
21.
was so
reading
funny.
phase in grade 11 was
Was
hot.
crazy.
I read
It was
26 books
Yeah.
in 2022 or 21, and then 24 the following year, and then 24 I fell off.
Oh, I fell
completely.
off completely. I
So
haven't.
bad.
I haven't hit my reading goal
since
in like
grade
2
11
years.
Since grade 11, I've only read 2 books. I think
Like from grade 11 to now,
or at least like from grade 12. I've read Gatsby because we
Oh,
had
the
to
Great
read it in
Gatsby
was
class.
so
So
good.
good, by the way.
Yeah.
I would have read it outside of class, but
I have it if you want to read it.
and then I read a book that I had to read for my English class last year. It's called Lone Women. It was actually pretty good. Oh,
Yeah,
but
because each like
it was
class-
251. Yeah.
yeah each class
You
of
have a
251
book.
it's like it's based off of a different.
I love. Okay, historical fiction is such like an underrated I
Ooh,
feel like,
yeah,
genre.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like people think you're just gonna have a history
That book that I read
but
for
it's-
English was historical fiction, and I went into it being like, "Oh my god, this is horrible."
Historical
When I
fiction,
finished,
so good.
wow, so good. So
Even
good.
literary, like I haven't read a lot of like literary like fic
Yeah.
books because I don't really know what that genre
Ooh,
means. really,
actually, I want to talk about something. The fact that some girls can't read books without it being filled with smut. I
Yeah.
find
but yeah,
like it comes to a point where like you need to like
No,
don't get me
and
like
yeah, I agree, and I feel like a scene 1 or 2 is not bad at all. Like,
But it's
when
like
if it's the
they-
whole book, guys, maybe let's
like
reevaluate
the icebreaker,
Our,
like the icebreaker
the
for
ice-
example.
like the whole thing with
Also,
like,
that's such a
hockey.
yeah.
Oh, also, okay. Literally, what needs to change in the book world is like the book covers. You are putting the
Oh
most
my
innocent, the
God.
most
they're
cartoony,
cartoony. Like
like
kids would be
fictional
attracted to
things,
that.
and you're not putting like like little
they
a little
actually
sticker
are.
of like, hey, this is like an adult rated book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kids are picking it up, their parents are with them thinking it's going to be okay, because
Yeah.
I mean,
And the
icebreakers,
only
like,
people that
it
are
looks-
stopping
it
them,
looks like,
yeah,
you know,
like a
like
children's book.
like a YA book,
Yeah,
like a
YA.
typical
and the
YA.
only barrier is the cashier, because sometimes the cashier goes, how old are you to read
Yeah.
this, like, because they're
And
like,
good on
okay,
them.
moral duty, like, hey, I have to
Yeah.
like say it, because I know like the icebreaker, for example, that's like after
Yeah.
after
I literally read a whole, like, I watched a whole video on like
A video
book,
essay?
like the
Yeah.
I was talking,
I
I was
love
like
video
just yapping
essays.
about like cartoons, how it went from like
yeah
actual people,
yeah
and like, you know, that like that white guy,
No, what white guy?
you know, that white guy who's always on covers, like that guy with like his
oh
chest open?
yep
He's like a known guy
Yeah.
who's always been, anyways.
Okay,
that's a whole thing.
so what's your favorite study noise? So this is really weird, but when I'm in the process of like, I'm like deep in the trenches, and I know that like we have a family vacation showing, like coming up, like me and my family, and it's Disneyland, I listen to the park ambience. I'm not even joking. I put a walkthrough. It's like a 4-hour walkthrough of the whole Disneyland park, and it's like an ASMR type thing. Yeah, or SpongeBob music, or the Oppenheimer soundtrack, so that I can like embody the smartness of all these scientists.
I mean, my study things change based off of what I'm trying to study. If I want like deep focus, I don't want any like anything
Yeah.
playing except for like those
Brain waves.
the
Yeah,
alpha beats or the beta beats or the binaural
Yeah.
beats. Those are so good for
they're really
focus.
good.
And another one I like is like the Severance soundtrack.
Ooh,
It is
I need to
so-
watch that
It is
show.
so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like finding like weird like study
Yeah.
music things on YouTube.
Yeah,
to watch.
like I saw one where it's like you're a philosopher in the medieval
or like
ages,
dark
and
academia. Like
yeah,
if you like
That kind of
listen
reminds
to
me of
like
like those AI videos where it's like you woke up.
you woke up. I love those videos. I love those videos. I love those videos. Those videos are so stupid. They're so dumb, but they're so entertaining. Like, yes, my show.
No, I fucking hate when AI makes me laugh. I hate
know.
it so much because it's like, damn, like you really are.
Or like the fact that some people are so cooked that they need like LeBron James to explain the
Yeah.
mitochondria.
like
No,
love
it's
for
LeBron
LeBron.
James.
It is so funny. Like I remember, I heard like I was watching a video where someone's like, yeah, I want to be like Savannah, like James, because like I gotta call LeBron daddy in the way that she
That's so
no, it's
crazy.
like it's like guys will be the straightest
They
like
are.
guy you'll
Yeah,
ever
but
meet.
for LeBron,
The minute
LeBron,
you
they
bring
are
up LeBron,
so-
yeah.
they glaze him. I've only met one person who glazed Charles Leclerc, the Formula One driver, just as much as they glazed like LeBron, and they were like, his eyes are so beautiful. He's such a good driver. Like,
men are gay
like-
for LeBron
and Charles Leclerc.
And what's our like equivalent? Like what's the girl? Like what's our?
I don't know.
Sophia Vergara.
Because I feel like us as women,
was
we never agree on like.
Yeah,
one
we never
person.
agree.
I don't know.
Sophia Vergara,
She's
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek, but
Salma
Salma Hayek's for the
Hayek.
boys too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know,
not
actually.
Madison Beer, not Megan Fox.
No,
That
no, that's
was-
men.
Yeah.
That's all men.
Male gaze.
Wow, we know more about men than women.
But also,
Yes.
okay, I don't know if we have like a woman that.
I don't think
because
I'm
everyone
thinking
hates
of
women.
Zoe Kravitz. I just
Everyone
love
hates-
Zoe Kravitz. I think
Ooh,
You're
she's-
sick if you don't find
She
her
has an
attractive.
insane like face.
Her
Yeah.
and the Batman.
Her
Mm.
parents also like
oh,
her mom.
Lenny
girl,
Kravitz.
Lenny
Her mom.
Kravitz is your dad.
Him in the Hunger Games made me breaks my heart every time.
And
That
her
scene.
mom in that sitcom, what is it called? Not Family Matters. It's like the one with
Everybody hates Chris. No,
no, no,
that's.
She was in something life, a different world. She was in. Her
Oh.
mom played That's
Oh,
where I
damn.
know. Yeah, she's like a
That's
nepo
crazy.
kid. She's a nepo baby from like
But she's
God.
kind like she eats with it.
the main nepo kid is like Tony Goldwyn or whatever his name is, like the one who was in Scandal.
No way, seriously.
You know the production company MGM or whatever.
No way.
That's his grandfather's
No
name.
way.
Yes.
Dude, if
Can
I
you
was
imagine
born
he
into that
is-
life,
he
Oh
is-
my
God
God,
I
would-
I would be so pretentious.
He
and I don't
literally
care.
is the nepo. Like if
Wow.
you think you're a nepo kid, he is.
Dude,
He is.
like I imagine being born to like a famous director. You're set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're
Born to the
production,
the
like,
production
one of the biggest
company.
ones
MGM.
in Hollywood.
Like they have a
Like,
hotel.
when you see- when you-
They have a hotel in Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
his last name is Goldwyn. Like that immediately.
Yeah.
That
tells
also
you
sounds
everything.
like a famous broker's
Yeah.
last name. Like like those
Goldwyn.
famous
Goldwyn.
like finance
He's
companies.
like, he was set before he was set.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
like it's
Like
insane.
some
That is
people just really
crazy.
win the
Yo,
lottery.
another
of
thing,
life.
Maya Hawke, Uma Thurman,
Dude, Uma
and
Thurman.
Ethan Hawke are her parents. Are you kidding me?
When
Lily
I
Rose
figure
Depp.
out,
Oh my,
Literally.
Johnny,
I adore
Johnny
her,
Depp
by
being
the
your
way.
dad.
I really like her.
but
She's
I don't like
awesome.
when she does the pout.
I don't like
she
the
does,
pout
it's
sometimes.
funny. I think
It's
it's, kind
like,
of
what-
silly.
I'm just
I don't hate her for it. I think it's kind of silly.
So, what's your favorite study music?
yeah.
Oh, I do like the La La Land soundtrack. You know, like when I
Have you seen the ones where there's like La La Land ambience? You search up your favorite
Oh,
movie. And
I've
then
listened to that.
ambience.
I've listened
They're
to the La La
so
Land,
good.
like
that just
ambiance.
reminds
Yeah.
me of the AI thing again.
No,
You
but
wake
it's
up
so.
and as
do you
as
have to
Emma-
like think about? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this AI. hate it.
Everything. Like,
No,
come
no,
on.
just
no,
enjoy
no,
the
that's
fact that it
Like,
exists.
like
Like-
AI being used for stuff like that is
It's-
so much better than
okay.
AI being used for other things. Okay.
This is like great use of AI. Like this is good.
Yeah.
Honestly. You know?
Yeah.
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Innovation.
But we're actually appers. We can talk about so many things. It's like kind of ridiculous. And I guess today's passion was
media.
Yeah.
Well, I guess movies and
we didn't even do media of the week.
Okay.
Something that like I thought we could do was media of the week, and that's basically like a little catch up every episode of like what we're listening to, stuff like that. So it includes our books, movie, TV show, or song. So once again, it's Ramadan. I'm fasting, so my book is the Quran. The song is the Holy Quran. The movie, I actually haven't watched the movie in a really long time, but I think I'm
Wow.
starting Crush. It's the one with Alicia Silverstone. Yeah, that. And then the TV show I've been watching is Futurama, which is when I can't focus on a TV show, I put on an adult cartoon. So right now it's been Futurama because in my bio class last semester, my prof put a literal like a good 10-minute, like we watched Futurama for 10 minutes in my class.
I like that.
And so
More
yeah,
profs
but
should be like that.
but I do really want to watch Daredevil. So the new
yeah,
Daredevil,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Daredevil.
Yeah.
So
Well, my book, I did say it was
Yeah,
like the
we talked
rom-comers,
books.
which we talked about. For movie, I'm not watching any movie. I mean, I just watched Mamma Mia, which is like a great,
Yeah.
like it was a nice, like, you know,
Such it
like,
makes you feel
liked,
good.
I liked
It makes you
yeah,
feel good.
It's a feel good movie. For TV show, I have not been watching any show. Honestly, I haven't been enjoying myself recently.
trenches. When I tell you we've been in the trenches,
time
we've
for,
been
like,
in the
happiness.
trenches.
There's no time for leisure.
There's no.
This
But
is the only-
I've been watching Jubilee videos like nobody's
That's
business. I will
crazy.
watch like an hour of like, okay, one Republican versus like 25 Kamala voters, and just watch all the debates. And they're the funniest things because some people just don't know how to debate.
yeah, and it's actually so
Um,
embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
So when people don't come with facts and they just come with insults,
And it
it's
sucks
like
because
you
it's
already
like,
lost.
bro, like,
Yeah.
why don't you like actually like?
Especially when
yeah.
the debate topic is really good.
when it's like a really controversial take, and it's like obviously not either side is gonna see like
Yeah.
the other person's viewpoint. And they're like,
Yeah.
well,
Well, I just think you're
um,
stupid. So
yeah, they're like, you just look weird. So
Yeah.
and then for song, honestly, I haven't really been listening to music either.
See, that's how you know.
I've been listening
like,
to study music and like okay,
trenches.
I love house. One thing to know about me, I love house music.
Mm,
So
yeah.
any house music will put me in the right mood. I've been listening to a lot of like feel good music just to help me. Like Paramore.
sane?
Paramore is like
hard times.
or like Kate Trinata. I'm like a big Kate
Oh,
Trinata.
yeah.
Anyone who
Mm.
listens to Kate Trinata, like
Mm.
okay,
You don't listen to
I-
them. You
the
don't
way
listen to them the way that
Thabi-
Tabby
you
listens
don't.
to
You
them.
actually
Yeah.
don't understand. You don't.
You don't get it.
No, because when I see people post about it now, it's like
Yeah.
I've been listening to Kate Trinata. Like you guys are like just like just,
Yeah.
no, you don't know him.
Me, when
Um,
someone posts Best Interest by Tyler the Creator, you weren't there in
Yeah.
2020.
That song was so popular.
I love, but like it is now, but like at the time, like or like Potato Salad, Peach Fuzz,
don't know.
all
Okay,
of
I don't
these.
know.
I'm telling you,
I don't know all that.
also, I was always meant to be a Tyler the Creator fan because he literally has. I know it's a really horrible song, but he has a song called Sarah with an H.
Okay. And also like I like South African like I'm a piano like music beats. Everyone's been like heard of that before like on TikTok, but you know,
I guess
listening
we're
to that
just
for a while,
different like
Tabby
that.
is the
I'm just a little different,
realest.
so I'm
Did
just,
we
I'm just-
forget any other media for you?
No,
That's
now
it.
it's just the
So
four.
you-
Now it's your turn.
Okay, what's the media? Music.
Book, movie, TV show, song.
Okay, so book, we already discussed that. Movie, I don't watch movies actually. Like I don't really like indulge in that a lot, and
one
that's
thing
why
about okay, you need to stop that accent right now because it's so bad.
Do you remember when Ducey would always hate when you guys
She
did a
would-
she
British
would hate it
accent?
'cause she's
Yeah.
British. Shout out Ducey.
Okay, but my mom used to have an accent, so it's okay.
No,
My
well that's why
dad-
Tabby's so good.
Yeah, my dad used to have a
And my
Scottish
cousins
accent.
talk exactly like this. Like I'm not even lying. They talk exactly.
love
like
Are they
that.
from? Are they from Sussex?
They're from. I think they're
Sussex.
from like
Sussex.
London. Like they have like a nice.
They're
little-
from London. They're
But
posh.
they
They're
have
posh.
the same. They have the same like.
Sarah, shut
voice.
up.
Like
It's
if you
not
talk-
good.
Trying.
It's
I
not
was just
good.
saying
It's not good.
posh.
They have the same voice.
I
as,
know it's not good, guys.
like they're
Do you
like.
see how I get bullied by them?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, the
she's trying to be me
victim.
Yeah,
so
I'm
bad.
playing-
She wanted to
yeah,
be me
because-
so bad.
Because during the holy month of Ramadan, you're going to hell. Just putting it out there for insulting a Muslim.
Oh,
You
Did
That's
you
a-
know that a
that's a-
teacher told me in grade 12 that I was going to hell because I was laughing at a TikTok?
yeah, I do. I
That
was
was
right.
so
I was
funny.
right there.
You were
when that
laughing
happened.
too.
Anyways,
Everybody was
That TikTok
laughing.
is problematic.
in this
So funny,
group in
though.
this podcast, we all play the victim often. Actually, I don't
But
play
guys,
the victim
I am
that
the real
often.
victim. If you
She
really
actually
think about
is.
it.
She is the real
Like,
victim.
I-
Sarah plays the victim complex card
all the
time.
time. But I'm
just
the real
very
victim.
defensive.
Tabby will just be
So
like,
Very
defensive.
defensive, like-
No, I like a couple of FaceTimes ago, she was like, we were talking about our types, and Tabby, I have
No, because
never
this is
seen
so
her.
incorrect. Honestly, we're not even.
We won't get into it. But like, oh my god!
wait, a couple. What were you talking about?
A couple FaceTimes ago, when we were talking about our types.
Oh my god, it got really
That
bad.
was like. Yeah.
It was
anyways.
like it was supposed to be funny, and she
No, no,
like
no,
got
no,
really
this is
mad
not
about
funny.
She
it.
goes so
like-
and you can tell when Tabby gets
Like,
defensive.
actually
it's
mad,
actually
yeah,
really funny.
yeah.
Whenever Julianna makes like.
Dude,
That
that's
was
I'm
you.
the
Have you
victim.
noticed
No,
it?
but I'm the
Because the
victim.
ratio-
No, but
the
sometimes you say
ratio-
really.
We all have our own vision,
Oh yeah,
and it's hard
especially
to
when it comes to
mesh-
certain things.
Yeah, and
like
like in the creative aspect too,
yeah.
like it's really hard to put all of our even coming up with like our logo.
It
or
was so
whatever, It
hard.
was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
that's why I stepped back because
It would have been like much harder for it to
Yeah.
be between three people
Yeah.
than it.
yeah, I stepped back for that, and it's like another thing that we kind of do is once we're like if we're really knowledgeable about something
Mhm.
and like we're talking about it, and you guys have different opinions, which like
We always do.
Which happens.
always
Like,
do, which
I don't
happens.
think that we
That's
should
when
agree
we
on
get-
everything because
We
that's
should.
not.
Obviously
That's so
not.
And
weird.
that's how we got something that looks good is because we weren't agreeing on things.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, we always see things like me and Julianne always see things completely
Oh,
different.
Yeah.
it is so
Like,
funny.
It's so funny.
I've noticed
Yeah.
I'm more similar to how I view life. Kind of, I'm very similar to the way Tabby.
Yeah, and that's why I feel a little bit like
When
like
I
I don't
view-
like
when
to
I view the
share like my
future-
stuff because
When I view the future, it's more similar to Tabby. When I view the present and like living in the moment, and it's like a lot of once you reach the age of 19 and you reach the year that you're gonna turn 20, a lot of talk gets talked about. We're not gonna be children anymore. We're not. We're gonna be
Like,
grown
I
adults. Brother,
that so
all of us
much.
live with our parents.
No, but it's
Nothing
not
has
even. It's
changed.
not even that.
We
It's
know
even if we
so
didn't live with
little
our
about
Exactly.
ourselves,
and
like-
we know so little about the world. Like I know
Yeah.
that there's a lot that we know, and there's a lot that we should
Yeah,
know.
but we've been in Calgary for all our lives.
Like no, what I'm
and
trying to say is like Sarah, like bless your heart, you get so stressed about your life, and that's so
I think-
admirable.
I think
And that's
the
so
thing is,
admirable
like,
because it means you care so much about your
Yeah.
future. But like sometimes I want to like be like Sarah, you're so young. Like actually, you're
I
so
know.
young.
I think I know.
It's like-
I know she wants you to. I know you want her
You
to feel
see,
less.
that's how
like,
yeah.
that's why
pressure. But I think I get where she's coming
Yeah,
from. where
exactly.
it's like-
Tabby
exactly. I
gets
do
where
get
she
it.
comes
No, but I
from.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You
Like
get-
I'm not
I know
saying I
you-
don't
I
get
know
it.
you-
I know you
you
get
I'm not
understand
saying,
it.
But
girl,
it's like-
shut up and go to the
No,
club.
I
That's not what I'm saying.
know. But that's where
Girl,
like,
take a little sip.
that's why I mean, like, for the future, Tabby would completely understand because the way we like how we are kind of structuring our lives is very similar. But when we view the present, I view it like we view it the
Yeah.
same. But at the same time, it's
I
like
think I understood what
any-
she's like.
yeah.
Okay, but like this is like my like what
Yeah.
I'm worrying about
Yes.
affects me
Yeah.
today.
I
That's
agree.
exactly what
I
I was gonna say,
agree.
like,
And
what
so-
it's
what
kind of
I'm
like when
doing
you're in
now.
high school and you have to choose what you want to do for
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And it's
like-
not easy to be like, well, you have time. Like,
Yeah.
but like,
But
it's
I
like,
think a lot of people
you
don't
know,
realize that there is a like. There's people
life
that
is
start
long.
like Broadway careers when they're like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
Yeah.
And there's
like,
people
life
that
is
become
so
doctors
long.
when they're like 50.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like really.
It's just very hard to.
Or what, veterinarians when
it's
they're
like
like,
the push and
the
pull.
old, or what,
Yeah.
isn't it like the thing where some people become CEOs at like 70 instead of like 50 or something? You know, like there's like a thing where like CEOs like have been getting, like, you get promoted like,
Yeah.
much later in life sometimes.
People like have careers where they don't get to where they want till like 20 years
Oh, yeah.
later in the game,
And
Yeah.
like, there's people that go into a whole field
and then they're
Oh,
like,
and then
yeah,
they're like,
never
I don't
mind.
like this, and then they
Yeah.
go to school again,
Yeah.
and they end up happy.
And like I think of, you know what like kind of inspires me is like when you see like people on this campus who have like little kids, they take them to their
The daycare.
to the daycare, and then
Yeah.
after they're sitting in Mac Hall, they're eating their lunch
Mhm.
and they're working on their assignments. And it's like, how are you doing? Like honestly, how are you doing
Yeah.
this? Like your life didn't stop after you had kids, and
Yeah.
I think that's like
That's beautiful.
My-
So yeah,
very
like
inspiring.
people, it's so annoying when people are like, slow down, you got your whole life ahead of you, but actually, like, it's kind of true.
True.
And also like our 20s, like we're entering our 20s like right now,
Yeah.
and that's the hardest part of like life,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
so much things happen in your 20s, and like we're trying to develop ourselves in like our careers, but there's so much that
There's
goes
not much
wrong.
to develop
Yeah.
because
There's so
we're
much that
still
goes
in
wrong.
university.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
like
Everyone in university is always so internships, connections, LinkedIn, blah 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 blah, which I
It
think
all
is useful.
depends-
It's useful for sure.
and it also depends on who you talk to as
It
well.
definitely.
Like
I
an
think
engineering guy, obviously, like for example, a business, you can't go anywhere without those connections. There's a course
Yeah.
or there's like actual events.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have to attend,
yeah
so they can do that mingling, like getting LinkedIn connections and stuff. But it's like, I don't know. University is so strange.
it's very hard.
Next episode is gonna be what theme?
university life.
University.
But yeah,
It's like, oh, that's gonna be so depressing.
we're
No,
gonna
it's
delve
gonna be
into a little bit
exciting.
of like what we're talking about right now, because I
Yeah.
think it's really useful.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
gave them a
yeah.
sneak
We're gonna
peek.
talk a lot about things that we probably don't know much about.
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys
Talking
advice.
A whole bunch
We're
of
gonna give
things
you guys
that
advice on things
Yeah.
that you won't find. You won't find the advice
you
very
Probably
useful.
won't find it because we're gonna use our own advice. But
Yeah.
it's probably
But
not
it's,
gonna
it's
So-
not care.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should live the way that I live my life. No one should be doing what I do sometimes.
What are you making yourself?
Because I am so unhealthy.
No.
I woke up at 4 p.m.
Sarah, you're
yesterday. I
fasting.
fell asleep at 7 a.m.
You're fasting. That's not your normal sleeping schedule. It's your sleeping schedule because you're fasting.
See,
But also, like, you can't.
I
be
blame
so
a lot
hard
on
yourself
Ramadan.
because you are fasting.
Yeah, don't be
And,
hard on yourself right
like,
now. Let yourself
shouldn't-
let yourself
yeah.
have your time.
You should let
okay,
yourself,
guys.
like,
Thanks, guys.
like, yeah.
Thanks, guys. You're so sweet.
But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed listening.
I genuinely,
And-
that was
It was really nice.
really nice.
We
You
have
got a sneak peek
nice,
of-
so nice.
You got
Yeah.
a sneak peek of next episode,
yeah,
and once
hopefully you guys
again,
learned a little bit about us, and I'm sure you guys are gonna learn a lot
way
more.
more.
Like,
way
in
more.
the
You're
next
gonna
episode
know.
when we unpack.
Yeah, we
We're
more
we'll
about
really, you know what? I registered
university.
this as a comedy podcast, and now I'm slowly realizing it is
This
not
is-
a
this
comedy.
is
I
like-
thought you were gonna
podcast.
put it as
This
a
is like-
lifestyle.
I've tried to
This is
search
like
for
a-
lifestyle, but I can't find it. So
Yeah.
I'll
Thing
change
is, like,
it.
we
I'll
always
change it.
we have like jokes here and there, but like deep down, it's kind of like, you know, those 20-something like figuring out.
We're
life.
just
Yeah.
figuring out
And
life,
that's-
and we
that's
want
kind
to
of
tell you
what
guys
this
about
is
it.
Oh,
about.
a beautiful
Useful.
thing I saw was like when you're at the age of 21, you're minus 7 years behind Sex and the City, and you're on the first
Isn't that
season of
awesome?
Friends. That's a beautiful way of looking
Isn't
at
that
it.
awesome? Like
Yeah.
the girls in Sex in the City are like 30.
Yeah,
And
Like,
you know,
well, everybody
you know,
says.
you know that Issa Rae show Insecure.
I
Like,
think so.
and a lot of people talk about, oh my gosh, like she's like her character, like she's always like trying to do things, figure
Yeah.
things out, blah blah blah. And
Mhm.
people were like, oh wait, she's 29, and she still hasn't had anything figured out.
Oh my God, guys,
And it's
we
like-
are we're
and it makes you feel
babies.
better.
Like,
We're
young
19.
babies.
We're
so
19.
young.
Only 19.
20
If you
is
put your life
nothing.
on
We're not
pause
even
right
legal
now,
in
You'd be
America.
okay. If you put your life on pause and continued it when you were 23,
And this
you're,
is
you'd
why
be okay.
I can't judge people for dropping out of
I can't,
college because
don't even
get me started. I understand it.
We have to end it now.
Okay,
Okay,
or else
sorry,
we'll,
sorry.
we'll
This
get
is-
on that
so,
topic,
on
guys.
that topic,
Um,
we hope you enjoyed and
Yes.
tune in
for the next
time.
episode.
Yeah.
And
you know
once
what?
again,
we're our
And we're
sincerest
so sorry.
apologies.
We are
We're
so
sorry.
sorry, like for wasting
For-
your time.
our
Our sincerest apologies.